All right. Welcome back to another round of Civilization 7. Last stream we have finished the modern age as Ada Lovelace, and so it is time to start anew. And as much like last game, I did random roll the leader and the civ again. And after a little bit of a hiccup, because the game gave me Ada Lovelace again, we now have Napoleon as the emperor persona with the Persian Empire. And I mean, I chose these two civics. I think, as far as I know, you can't do random mementos. But yeah, what do we get as Napoleon, Empereur des Français? Gain a unique sanction called Continental System that reduces the trade route limit of the targeted leader to all other leaders by 1, cause a massive relationship penalty and costs more to reject, and plus 8 gold per age for every leader you are unfriendly or hostile with. Can reject endeavors for free. The Persian Empire gives me infantry units receive plus 3 combat strength when attacking and 30% production towards constructing the Gate of All Nations. We will try to get that one, because I feel like we might need that. I also get the Immortal, which is a unique infantry unit that heals 15 HP after defeating an enemy unit, and we get a unique army commander that starts with the initiative promotion. And we also get the Pyridesa, which gives 1 culture and 1 gold as a unique improvement that does not remove the warehouse tile bonus of a tile. So much for that. We are playing on Viceroy difficulty, if I remember correctly. We are playing on a standard map size with standard speed. We're playing on an archipelago map, and we are playing with standard resource spawn, I guess, and a long age length. So basically back to the standard settings that we had prior to last stream. Now if we take a look, we have salt close by, we have clay close by, we have some jade and some silver, which could come in handy. I am tempted to step 1 tile to the left to be closer to that silver, especially if we do plan on going a little bit more militaristic this game, which I'm not sure if I will, but the potential is there. Being able to purchase units at a cheaper price could help quite well. Plus we would get closer to the jade. We wouldn't really step away from the clay, and the only thing we actually would step away from is the salt, which, to be fair, is also quite handy, but I see myself purchasing units more than building them. Although now that I say that, that might not be the case. Yeah, I think I might, especially in the Antiquity age, I might actually build. Do I? I mean, I don't really get that much money. Difficult. Honestly, I don't know what the best move would be. I do see some land over here though, so if I were to step to here, depending on how big that island is, I might be able to settle. Yeah, you know what? I'll step 1 tile to the left, and I will make my way towards the silver. Now there is a ruin. Sailing would be. I do like to start with writing though. Let's get another scout. I'm not sure how many scout we'll actually need on an archipelago map. There's another salt, so immediately there might be a place for me to settle somewhere around here. I would like to have that ruin though, so I might leave that exploration for the next scout. If that could give me culture, that would be phenomenal. The discontented subjects of a departed lord have disturbed his tomb. They haul out the riches buried with him, tributes stolen from their own chapped hands. Reclaim for some gold or rebury the lord with dignity. We'll take the culture, absolutely. Is there anything? There's a lot of furs, which is just flat 3 production, which could be interesting to have. Let's move towards mysticism. We'll always take oligarchy. As we start with that memento, we actually get both of them. That is just, for a start, that is just absolutely nice to have. And there's another land that we could potentially settle at some point. That is also telling me that I probably won't really need a 3rd scout. Because chances are pretty high that this island will soon stop being explorable. Meaning I probably want sailing pretty soon as well. Is that what I want? To allow standard land unit? Yes, I would probably like sailing quite soon. Actually, thinking about it, I should probably go with sailing now and postpone writing for a little bit. Let's just get a lookout post here.
So here we meet, and I gotta ask myself, you gonna be my friend or my foe?
We'll try to be friendly, even though probably being unfriendly would give me more money. But I am not that interested in stressing out other people. I do want to take that to influence though. And we can get our hands on a brickyard as well. Yeah, I see you already have shipbuilding. That may or may not be a problem. A budding friendship. Getting to know an ally creates a monumental shift in the people's understanding of themselves. The larger effects on empire remain to be seen, but change will be a constant. Formalize diplomatic procedures or resist unwelcome change. We'll take the one diplomatic influence on settlements. I think I like that. Now, with that, we could go towards Code of Laws quickly. I think I would like to have that. What do the Persian cities do? -1 maintenance for units. Patronage production towards training infantry units. That could be helpful. There's already the Gate of All Nations and 3 gold in every town. There's a settlement limit and the parties against 1 happiness. And 5 gold for every different civilization you have captured a settlement from. That, I don't know, there's also settlement and combat strength units in enemy territories. Yeah, I think I would like to have these skills pretty quickly. Sadly, City Patron Goddess is already gone. So I guess we could go towards God of War. But honestly, I'm not sure if I want to go that war-y route. We could go for God of Sea, though. Then again, there is only 2 fish boats. So, production of clay pits, mines and quarries and settlements. I don't know. I mean, that would probably work with the clay quite well. 10% production towards training settlers in cities with an altar could work. The thing is, God of Sun is a very nice second option, and I like to take that quite a lot. What would I need? Improve to get a camp. There's a mine, you need a clay pit, you need a mine, you need a quarry, camp, mine, camp. There's a lot of camps. 1 gold on camps and woodcutters. Farms, pastures and plantations. Receives 1 happiness adjacency for mountains and natural wonders. Don't really care about that. We could go for the God of Forest. We've got quite a lot of forests. We've got some woodcutters around here. We've got a lot of hides. It would be a gold on all of them. Yeah, you know what? I always take God of the Sun. Let's go for God of the Forest this time. Meaning we do want to build a... what's it called? An altar pretty quickly. Okay, let's take a look. We could have gone for a third scout, to be honest, to scout out that. That would have probably been a smart move to do. Okay, there are her borders already. Let's get an altar going. That is 1, 2, just like that, yes. Should we get our hands on a boat is the question. There's a coastal edifice. We could take that. We could take that coastal edifice. That would work. There's a settler already. We might need to go to war. She seems to settle quite aggressively. The gods have favored them with a more abundant harvest than they could ever need, fishermen say. They don't wish to spoil, but aim to be compensated for their labor, purchase the excess, or test the gods' favor. I like to keep my money for now. I might need a quick second... like a quick second settlement. Okay, there is Ashoka. Nope. There's a lot of slinger. You have a lot of military, ma'am. What's the price of a quick settler? 160. Don't I have like a unique one? Wasn't that? No, that was not a thing. Let's get ourselves a quick settler out. Because I would like to be able to settle... Oh. Without Harriet actually... Okay, that is a wild settlement. I mean... That could... I could make it easy to capture though. If we make a little bit of a fleet, we could do something probably. Now the problem is there's no fresh water. That could be a problem. Popular missives. A scribe shows his colleagues the clay cylinder he has prepared to send a message to the Persian people. Any kind of document may be inscribed upon it to share among the citizenry. Must be taught hard lessons from the past, or they should hear the prophecies of a bright future. Again, culture. I don't see any independent people. I mean, I did see a galley from a hostile village. But other than that, I don't really see much else. What's the price of 360 is the price of an altar. You have attacked me. I will probably lose that scout. I could have done that a little bit smarter. There's a lot of stuff on that island. There's some limestone, some wine. It is a little bit far away for my liking. There it is, but you're already being taken over, unfortunately. We could go for the Great Stele. Having the Great Stele would be nice. I don't know how many... I truly don't know how many wonders we will get, but we'll try. We'll try nonetheless. If we could get the Great Stele, that would be nice to have. Yeah, you just died, unfortunately. I don't like where I've spawned. Looks like we're pretty in the middle of the archipelago, meaning that finding distant lands might be a little bit of a tough call. I do want to... Okay, there is Jose. Greetings. Is it Jose? Jose Rizal, yes. I would like to see some more about your city, though. And... Confucius. Well, we're finding all the people here. Let's go for animal husbandry. I think that could work with the camps, right? Does that do something? Saw pits, production of camps and woodcutters. Yes. That could be worth quite a lot. I don't see the capital just yet. There's some rubies and mangoes up there. That's some nice lands to the north. I have not that much, fortunately. Now give me the jade. Some more gold is always nice to have. There's another settler already. Where are we looking? 3 out of 4. Okay, she is settling like crazy. And already Silk Roads. That is the economy one, right? Damn. Okay, can we now see? There it is. We need another settler. However, it costs 230, so we'll need to wait until next turn until we get another one. Then again, we should probably also get ourselves a galley sooner or later. Where would we settle? I'd like to settle here though as well. There's the gate of all nations. Paramount chiefdoms. The seat of authority has traditionally been shared among representatives from different towns, but some have begun to argue that those who live in the capital are better poised to delegate issues to the rest, and their voices are growing louder. Maintain distributed power for 10% production towards constructing buildings, or consolidate the power in the capital. We'll go with that for now. I feel like I always choose that one. The capital might be our only city for quite a while. So we'll go for that one. There's a Shawnee unlocked. I feel like it is quite easy to unlock the Shawnee, I think. Or at least with my playstyle, unlocking the Shawnee seems doable. Okay, we've got completely blocked off the western part of the land. And realistically, I should send my scout to the south, though, to the east. I won't be able to expand much to the west unless I'll build up a navy.
He was
which I'm not sure if I want to do that, to be honest. You already know. Yeah, you are. You want to go to war against me, which I am not too fond about.
May the might of the Lord cause no enemy to resist me, no enemy to follow me.
But we got the Great Stele, meaning now we can start with we need the Gate of All Nations. Would I want to purchase? I would like to have a library. I feel like I need some defense. but I think I can justify a library. I hope so, at least. Hoping that Harriet Tubman doesn't go to war with me when we're still on neutral grounds. Even though I'm not sure if we stay on neutral grounds for much longer, but having the science, I am behind science. We could steal technological advancements, which is probably something we should do. Yeah, let's try to get some technological advancements. You will not like that, I know, but yeah, there's a Magi. I am kinda sorta scared that she's going to attack me. You will probably die as well. You give me production towards training units. That seems like a good idea. Afterwards, let's get a couple of warriors and a couple of slingers. And actually, I think getting our unique... yeah, there's the war.
If I can't change your heart, I suppose I'm gonna have to take you out of the way.
The good thing is we can give ourselves a little bit of a war boost. The bad thing is, I mean, I guess I could get a slinger here. I could get a slinger in my capital. Yes, I would like to ally myself with you. That means that you are going in that in that war as well. Give me 2 gold in our settlements, 3 gold for every town. Yes, give me the gold. We need gold. You just run away. Yeah, there's a lot of enemy reinforcement coming. Now we'll see if it was a smart move to what's that? Yes, sure. Now we'll see if it is a smart move to purchase that library. Yeah, you are dead. You are dead. Okay, we need to run you up real quick. Yeah, that one was that. That was... Sure. Good thing is with the +6, we should have a little bit of a defense, and they should get a little bit of damage. If we take a look, 15, 3 plus military aid, you got 20, but -8 from damage unit, -6 war wariness. Yeah, that should be good. Let's lock ourselves. Let's block ourselves in a little bit, and then soon we should have.
No man is foolish enough to desire war over peace. For in peace, sons bury fathers. But in war, fathers bury sons.
There's the Gate of All Nation. Couple turns too late. But it worked. There's my unique unit. We continue to build stuff up. I would like to get my hands on a fishing key to get some to get a navy going. I think though I would like that fishing key up here, and then 160 for a galley. Sure. The Man of Destiny. Napoleon wakes in the night, dreams still clouding his mind. A tiny man, bright red in color, had perched upon his chest and read to him the fate of the world. A world lit by lightning, where men fly and the stars descend to burn the earth. As the firelight gutters in the low bronze braziers, Napoleon struggles to remember the last part. As for you, the dream men had said, you will take the world and infuse it with fresh ideas, meet all the leaders. Can I? For culture, galvanize it with strength. Have 2 commanders, or a dream is but a dream. We could try to meet all the leaders. Having 2 commanders, how much production is a commander? 5 turns. Yeah, we can do that. We can get a second commander for a little bit more science. And keeping you friendly should help as well. Code of law, I don't think I can trade that much. I'd rather have the skills. If we were to attack here, how much damage would we make to that city if we were to attack? There is the army coming down. And what was built? The Petra Wonder was built. We're not doing that much damage. We could get another galley though and try to go for it. See if that works. Can you defend yourself is the question. Cancel. I would get Nekeb. Can I get something better? Nope. Then I guess we will reject for now. That would be... What would we've gotten that one. That is hard to defend. That is really, really hard to defend. Okay, that is a promotion for me. Or for my commander. We already have the initiative. So we could get for route. I would like to have the ranged units though. I think. And you'll continue to attack. You do 19 defense damage. You know what? We could actually... no, that is correct. We'd like to continue. Can I get you up? Thank you very much. Because you're probably about to die anyway. And then afterwards we can get 2 more warriors and 2 more slingers and just immediately put them into that commander. Now unfortunately I didn't see how much damage you heal. But we do a good amount of damage here, so that is okay. That works out. You can heal up. You need to fortify. You need to fortify. Sure, we'll definitely go for that. You can shoot here. Oh, you don't do damage at all. Fortify here as well. Who attacked? You attacked. We'll continue our assault. Sadly, we cannot attack there, but it should be defendable. Yeah, you run away. Fortunately, you've just swapped out your troop. But with 2, we should be somewhat okay. Alright. Now we need to take care of the land troops here. There is a settlement captured, which gave me apparently a militaristic attribute point, which I'll definitely take. With that, yeah, you need to stop being in unrest is the problem. Can we kill you? Thank you very much.
He heard.
Alright, now we can upgrade our slingers. And our warriors, as a matter of fact. The action was discovered by Jose, but I've got the currency. Sorry. You are now the best one to steal from with 41 signs. That is quite a lot of signs. We should probably go towards military training, though having quadraremes would also be a nice thing to have. So let's go for quadraremes first, even though military training would probably be the better or smarter move, so to speak. Can we get rid of you? Sadly, not quite. The Persian pinnacle. The Achaemenic Empire sprawls across the land, holding citizens of many backgrounds, beliefs, languages, and customs. Beneath the Persian banner is prosperity, a realm of grand architecture and endless treasure. But those who stand against Persia face only destruction. The riches of the world live here for an expansionist, or there are more cities to conquer. We'll take the militaristic attribute point, thank you very much. Ignore happiness penalty from unrest in captured settlements. That is what we like to see. And 50 science, let's go. The world is chaos. The red man of destiny whispers to Bonaparte, and indeed the landscape is a patchwork of petty would-be kings and tyrants. What these smaller powers lack in vision, Napoleon... what these smaller powers lack is vision. Napoleon, while he may have his shortcomings, does not lack in vision. They will be dealt with, capture settlement, or goals and strong negotiator. We should have captured a settlement. A story to tell! Yeah, we will take the codex for now. We have 2 now. Apparently that captured settlement actually doesn't count towards a captured settlement, so we need another captured settlement. Okay, we will wait here until you finish that stuff. I would like to upgrade you. And then I need a fishing key for 220, and hopefully you can survive on your own. We'll see. I mean, we could send one of you guys over there. We have enough soldiers here so that this would work. So, just in case they try to attack, we can work with that. Is there 1, 2, 3? We cannot get that hardwood, unfortunately. And with that army, we could land. I would get a cut. No, I am good. I'll try to take that city by myself. If that works, that is. But with that army, we could potentially land on her lands and, for example, go for Jejet. Maybe. We'll see how that works. But yeah, we should get that city pretty quickly. Okay, fortifications complete. Attack. Can we enter that city just yet? Nope. Okay, there is the city taken. Independence. Napoleon's bonfire strike fear in the enemy's hearts and attract friends like moths to the flame. Diplomatic attribute point. I guess I'll take it. Militaristic one would have been cooler, but I guess we could try to go for the Shuriken. I don't think Bursa, although Bursa in the long run might be a good thing. Let's try for Bursa. And I guess you still need a fishing key. So now you've already got your stuff. Okay. That is the Hamonga Maui done. Okay, that works out. Let's run you back. You can wait here. And the Shuriken done as well. Good thing I didn't go for that one. I don't really make that much influence anymore. Is a little bit of a problem.
Better.
Yeah, I think we can wait. We can no words, please. I think we can send our ships north. I don't think there's an army coming from the west. I mean, let's take a look. That seems to be the western frontier of that continent, or rather of like the home continent world, so to speak. I'd like to wait a little bit to see what's going on. We could go for an altar. Actually, an altar in that city would be quite nice because that it gives a gold on all these tiles, and currently we can use gold, like a lot of gold. That will not help you, my friend. That is the Pyramid of the Sun done. What's your... Okay, you've got a little bit of a defense, but nothing we shouldn't be able to take care of, hopefully. Let's see. Yeah, I know. Should we take our second? You know what? Yeah. Let's take our second. What's it called? Like not great general, but you know what I mean. And go for it. Reject. We're good. That probably wasn't the smartest move to do that, but I guess whatever. Oh, Ahsoka declared on him. I do not want to go to a to like a second front line. I feel like, especially when it comes to happiness, that would be not wise to do so. Okay, never mind. We've done it anyway. That works. Well, as long as he doesn't send like any armies to me, I guess it is whatever. Give me gold in all settlements. I don't need scout movement. We could use... could you use though? You probably couldn't use an altar. Not yet, at least. That is the... What was that? That is the pyramids done. Oh, you actually do quite a lot of damage. And there it is. And another level up. Let's also go for Storm. You continue to heal up. We'll keep the settlement for now. Vision in the grapes. A diviner drinks deeply from the wine bowl and makes a proclamation. A sea of unfamiliar faces is on its way. Prepare to welcome the migrants or prepare to face an army. We'll take the warrior, thank you very much. You can stay at home. Can I give you... You already have a fishing key. Yes, great. You should heal up now, right? A little bit. Oh, you can actually shoot that guy. Which gave you a promotion. I love it. That was not even planned. The thing is with Wasset, we would love to have Wasset. I currently don't have a settlement. Well, I do get a settlement limit in 4 turns, so that should work. Immortal Ambition. A young immortal wishes to join the Elite 1000 and earn the gold-tipped spear of their ranks. His commander says he must further prove himself on the battlefield by defeating an enemy who wields a sword or a bow. Send his unit to fight an infantry, defeat an infantry unit with an immortal, or defeat a ranged unit with an immortal. I guess we'll go for the infantry unit. I don't know if we see an infantry unit. You probably don't count as an infantry unit, probably more of a cavalry unit, looking at it. Yeah, you need to,
Ships.
real quick, run in there. That city-state could turn into an issue. But we can upgrade now our galley into a quadrireme, which is hopefully helpful to some extent.
Perfect.
Let's run back a little bit and make that a quadrireme. You immediately need to unpack your soldiers. And you'll run a little bit away. That could be the infantry unit that we need to kill. Haha, Confucius didn't notice it. So let's do it again. We've got quite a lot of money though. What do we want to do with that? We could purchase an amphitheater. We could purchase walls. Honestly, I should probably wait and purchase you what's it called? Ooh, there's a quadrireme. Let's go. A fishing key. Okay, you apparently were not. The melee unit we needed. Okay, you can heal up. Dang it! There was the Bursa. None of my players finished that one. Okay, then I guess let's go for the lighthouse. There was probably a better lighthouse option, but it is whatever. I'm not trading that much, to be honest, so don't care about that. Okay, there are people attacking. Okay, that was not what I had hoped for, but I guess it works. We'll continue to attack Wasset. That is the thingy. That is the, what's it called again? I always want to say Great General, but it's not a Great General. It is an Army Commander done. Steel versus Steel. In his quest to join the Elite 1000, the young immortal stalks the battlefield. Suddenly, he turns and strikes down his prey. A hardened warrior with a shining sword. The commander is impressed, but tells the immortal there is no gold-tipped spear to be had until he brings down a foe on a horseback, all on his own. Defeat a cavalry unit with an immortal. That could turn out problematic. Can we attack, please? You need to immediately heal up. You can build up a fortification. You will attack. And you will continue to attack Wasset. Our cities so far look good. Yeah, sure, we can ally ourselves. That works as well. Give me a fishing key could work, but an amphitheater could work better. However, we did get a harbor, so we could go for more resources. While we continue to fire away. You are still the enemy, right? Pax Imperatoria was made. An advancement was made for that. That works for me, I guess. Now, if you don't bring in cavalry, how am I supposed to defeat one? And another Pax Imperatoria milestone done. Don't like that one bit. Nope. Sure, we can peace out. I never actually cared about that war. Honestly, that works out for me so far. What is that? That is nothing. Nalanda has been built already by an unmet player, and you are the necropolis. Actually, that is not that bad. If we can take that, that would be nice. That is the Colossus already. By whom? I'm a player. Holy heck. There's the capital. Taken. Get the fish going. We'll get that fish as well. We will get the marble going. We will keep the settlement, of course. Oh yes, we have access to camels, which is lovely. We'd like that. And I will send the quadrireme up north while y'all just heal up real quick. We can try to take a little bit more here. Take some more cities. I would like my second quad up north as well, meaning I would like to have my archer in that city for now. If the reason why I want, like, let's get a fishing key. I would like that city-state to stop being mad with me, and I feel like that was a mistake from you. That I would like to have some more cities. It's as easy as that. Could get a Paradisa, a villa would probably be a smart move. We do not have that much influence. So yeah, having a villa would be nice to have. You will stay there just to protect, I guess. Ooh, that is not good. Ooh, the crisis already. A strange year after the rains heavier than before. Unusual Avenger covers the fields. Rats and mice follow, and farmers who smiled at their earlier fortune now crease their brows in frustration. And worse, as the fringes of the land illness spreads. I struggled so much with that. But 10 golden altars, no thank you. We'll take that one. So we'll get the disease one, I guess. Of course. It's a little scary that it is already age time. A minor outbreak has occurred. We need ourselves... Never mind. Scout, Settler, Archer, Chariot, Ballista, Quarrying, we don't get... Okay, so I hope you can work with that? Or do we need to purchase doctors? Nope. Okay. That is not a problem. Hopefully. That'll don't come back to bite me. For sure it won't. How much more? Like, where's the health bar? Okay, now I make damage to the unit. That is the Terracotta Army done. You are desperate for peace. Can we get in there is the question. Yes, we can. Now the big problem is we need technically more wonders. We've got that golden age. We got nothing here, and I mean we are somewhat okay here. That works. Is there still anything? You are still not connected. That we can change, my friend. We rushed a little bit hard through the entire tree. I feel. Let's get a saw pit going. So 8 out of 7. That's a little bit of a problem. We could get a Paradisa, whatever they are called. You can heal up. I would love to have that city as well. But that will just continue the age progression, because that would actually throw her out of the game, which would be a fun thing. But, I mean, I don't want to end stream so soon, to be honest. Orchard pests. The luscious scent of the Paradisa has dwindled of late. Groundskeepers complain that visitors pick too much fruit from the trees, leaving little for others. Ration the fruit per person. Plant more trees. Give me the money. Give me another Paradisa. The World in Stone, a queue of artisans, presents ideas for new decorative bas reliefs. One design depicts the peaceful flora of the Paradisa. We should commit to stone the beauty that offers respite from the harsh world, the artist suggests. Counselors say that a relief depicting the power of the Persian throne would be more appropriate. Beautiful design, imperial design, absolutely. You will bring me more settlement limits. Great. Nobody noticed a damn thing. 67 is disgusting. With like... district and enemy territory, let's go. With like 3 cities, I do not even want it. What are you? You are Han Dynasty. I think they are somewhat strong when it comes to science. Alright, let's go on to the last settlement. And there's the Colosseum. We might want to try to get that. We could get some production for you. There's a sweet blacksmith and some sweet barracks and the last Paradisa, because why not? And let's give you some ancient walls as well. Actually, you know what? I would like to give ancient walls to a couple of my cities, just so that they are a little bit more protected. And now we have the Normans, because we've got 5 walls. We could also get our hands on some altars, making a little bit more money. Granted, you don't really need that. You could give me a Paradisa, making that a little bit better. You could also give me a Paradisa, and I guess an altar is also okay to have. Settlement is free of plague. That is what we love to see. Do we need... I don't think we need you actually on there. I think my 2 quadraremes should be enough. Hopefully. Anything of... I cannot get that, unfortunately. We are at 80% now. Not too happy. The Houses of Healing. The Houses of Healing, normally places of quiet whispers and muffled footfalls, overflow. The sick and dying stumble or are carried towards already overcrowded halls. Eventually the healers seal the doors. Some new evil grips the land. Continue the crisis. Okay, that is the military training bonus. Let's go towards mathematics. I doubt we could turn you into a city though. I think that is something we should do, and we should absolutely repair your library. And maybe give you a lighthouse as well, so that we can potentially stack in some stuff. Okay, that was the economic golden age. That is lovely. That we'd like to take. What game on migrant? Yeah, sure. I guess we can take that. The Oracle, hell yeah. If we could give you some production, that would be good to have. There's the Mundo Perdido done. Oh, you actually snuck out another city. That is wild. That is interesting. You managed to get out another city. That is another city done for me. Or, well, captured, I guess, is the better word. We will take that settlement. Oh. You need to be part of my trade network, which means I need to wait 10 turns, but having you would be quite nice. No, I am not willed to piece you out just yet. You have some other stuff that I need. Plus, there's still your city-state that actually annoys me.
While stands the Colosseum, Rome shall stand. When falls the Colosseum, Rome shall fall. And when Rome falls, with it shall fall the world.
Ah, let's go. Okay, there is no other wonder for you to build. We could go for a monument. Yes. While we continue our expansion. Yes. And I mean, that would give me another camel resource, which would actually be rather nice. So there's another camel resource. So it is quite good. It works so far. There's a lot of camel resources. I like that. And that should be Harriet Tubman. Yes.
You think this ends things? You think that casting out one broken down woman makes you a hero in the eyes of God and history?
Oh God, what was that laughter? Damn, but yeah, that advanced it quite a lot, actually. Oh my. The Hollow Land. Villages sit empty and lifeless, grass pokes out of thatched roofs, and a tree sprouts from a threshold with only a glint of bone tangled in the roots to show that once this was a place of human habitation. The fewer travelers pass by without a glance. These sights are commonplace. Continue the crisis. Give me that is okay, that works. Now the big issue I'm having is that if I get the Oracle, that will probably end this this age. I've got that golden age, I've got that golden age. I really didn't get anything in terms of science. But yeah. Not sure if I get that one. The better question is, there's mathematics. Okay, that would just be another thingy. I guess we can now explore a little bit more. And an outbreak right there. Run away. That is your stuff to do. There is the Weijiang Palace done. I don't even think I could have built that just yet. We will build ourselves some garden. That would kill that Paradisa though. We could build ourselves a bath. That is worth quite a lot as well. We should get another Paradisa actually in every place where we can get. Let's get a Paradisa. Let's get an altar as well. You're good so far. Actually, we could get a brickyard, although that would just destroy the Paradisa. Let's get some, and I mean by some, I mean 2 Paradisas here. You can get me a handful of Paradisas as well. I'm probably butchering that name, by the way. You can give me an altar. Actually, do you have an altar? You need an altar as well. And a Paradisa. Paradisa, I guess is the name. The Lords of Water. The pleasure gardens have blossomed into a beloved part of the social fabric and a cultural emblem in their own right. The constant flow of water creates a feeling of security, but such thirst is relentless, and some might even call it wasteful, even if they only whispered it. Indulgence demoralizes workers, or luxuries inspires workers. Sure, give me the wonder bonus. Speaking of, how does the Paradisa look like? Oh, it looks good. I like it. Is there anything we could technically give you to boost the Pyridesa? Wasn't there like any... That's just maintenance for units. That is gold in every town. The Pyridesa gains 1 happiness from adjacent quarters. And that's so basically happiness from adjacent quarters is everything we can get so far, at least. Can we get the settlement cap before we finish the game? Okay, we are at 100% now. The Age of Antiquity is coming to an end, unfortunately. Regrowth. The survivors cluster their eyes filled with memories of what has been lost, but also what remains. Empty lands demand new owners, and fallow fields new plowings. From the ashes of this land will rise a new birth, and the plague's memories will fade in time like dreams. The Age of Antiquity is ending. Do we get a chance to finish the Oracle, though? That is my biggest question. Okay, we've got the science. We don't need any more science. We've got the last settlement limit. That is good, I guess. We never actually got a trader, which is wild. I mean, I guess we should have all the settlement limits that we got. Really? 8 settlement limits? Because technically I have 1 extra from the memento. Sure, we'll get that one. Let's see if we can actually get the wonder, or if we'll get 1 turned by the end of the era. We got the wonder.
Grains of sand on the beach and measure the sea. I understand the speech of the dumb and hear the voiceless.
So we actually got that milestone as well. Meaning that we actually only missed out on that one, but we have gotten wonders you control, gain 1 culture and 1 happiness, which would be the Oracle, which would be the Colosseum, which would be the Gate of All Nations, and the Great Stele. So forward. So it wasn't that important, actually. Okay, I mean, doesn't really matter what I'm going to build for you, because that is in fact the end of the Antiquity Age. But Confucius also made a milestone in the Great Library. Interesting. The Antiquity Age comes to an end. Let's see.
It was not easy keeping mouths fed and armies equipped. Persia's traders knew this and ensured the vitality of their goods flowed freely.
Nice. Okay, let's take a look at the age rankings. Yeah, Wonders of the World, we've got the most, but none actually got the Golden Age there. We've got the most conquered, like, towns in general. But I mean, we kind of went on a little bit of a spree. We also are the only one of get the Silk Road Golden Age, which is quite nice. And yeah, codices, we really didn't prioritize these. So overall, oh my goodness, oh damn. Okay, we've got quite the head start for the next game, at least from the people that I know about. Thinking about what the unknown players have done, there might be a little bit of a tough time, but we've got quite a lot of experience for Napoleon here. Transition to the next age. Do I want to continue on that militaristic gameplay? I would like to have something with a special boat. Then again, I always play the Chola. I want to keep the mementos. I've played the Shawnee. We have the Normans unlocked, which we could technically play. Mongolia. Wasn't Mongolia gain 1 point towards the non-sufficient Orbis legacy path for controlled settlements in distant lands and conquered settlements in the homelands? We could play Mongolia. It would give us a unique army commander, but I feel like Mongolia would be better on a continents map. When you capture an opposing settlement, gain the strongest cavalry unit you can currently train, but minus 50% production towards settlers. Could go Mongolia. The Ming Dynasty gives a unique merchant, signs in the capital, with minus 15 signs per turn for each social policies. That still hurt. Sounds like it hurts quite a lot. Could go for Hawaii. Gain 25 culture each time settlement expands to marine terrain. Oh, that could actually work quite well on an archipelago map. And happiness on fishboats. We don't really have that many fishboats. Got a unique infantry unit, unique improvement, that could work. Chola, I'm always tempted to take Chola just because they're awesome. Abbasid, do I want to maybe play Abbasid? 30 gold, feature rule operation in the city, create a specialist. Production of the House of Wisdom, that could come quite handy. I would like to have the House of Wisdom for a change. Unique cavalry unit, a unique district, 1 science to all specialists in the city, 5 science, 1 science. Ooh, actually that sounds quite fun. Abbasid sounds like you want to have, how would you place Egypt, Persia, or even Batuta? Abbasid sounds like if you played very scientifically in the Antiquity age, that could work quite well with them. I am tempted. Majapahit is also a civ that I would always like to have. It's interesting. I mean, I guess I don't know about these, but is there a civ that actually gets a unique naval commander in the exploration age? Yeah, the Chola, of course. Who else? The Otter. Why was I asking that? So, okay, we could go scientifically with the Abbasid. And try to get the House of Wisdom quickly. Or we could go for Hawaii and get the culture each time a settlement expands to the marine terrain. I don't know how strong that is, though. 25 culture. In the Antiquity age, that would be madness. In the Exploration age, that could still be good. I like the idea of not having to think about, okay, where do I want to place my districts to get my special districts. On the other hand, I mean, science and happiness and also a little bit of culture and more science and House of Wisdom is House of Wisdom. Do I play the Abbasid? Do I play Hawaii? I'm tempted to do a coin flip. That is why I would love to have a random option in that screen as well. Because I don't want to choose. I just want to go completely random. And I might do a coin flip. I cannot show you the coin flip, is the problem. At least I don't know how I would show that to you. Heads, Abbasid, tails, Hawaii. It's heads. So it is Abbasid.
Bahamut rumbles and sways the jacinth slab of Kuyutha. The Abbasid's weight will realign the balance of the world.
I think I've never played the Abbasid, at least on stream. So seeing the unique quarters actually intriguing, interesting. I'd like to see that one. All right. Feedback, so to speak. That went surprisingly well. I did not expect that. I I'm not a war heavy player, unless it's like in the exploration age where I'm always tempted to make a little navy and go for it. Other than that, I am not really a war heavy player, so that went surprisingly well by my standards. That is basically all I can say. And people don't really seem to be... I mean, yeah, you are hostile, but you declared on me, so that is that. Other than that, we got the camels. Unfortunately, you are not connected, meaning you should probably need a fishing key, but that's for next stream. We lost our ships, which is unfortunate. We've gained a little bit of an army. We might... Who would I want? I'm not entirely sure who I'd like to... Maybe Wasset would be a nice capital. Then again, I'd probably take the Golden Age that I can keep the city, like the cities of the last age stay cities. So maybe if I were to choose a different settlement, we could get an extra city out of that. I don't know which settlement. But yeah, we'll probably send ships from like Wasset or Jedet or Necken, and then to the west. In the next stream, that is, because it was a short stream. I'm sorry about that. I did not expect it to be that quick. Honestly, I have no idea how I've managed to get the streams to like 2 hours. Maybe I was learning the game and it went quicker the more I know what to do. I'll have to figure something out for that. But as always, this will be the end of the stream. Thank you all for joining. If you want to rewatch the VOD, you can always check out my VOD's channel. And for everyone else, I hope you had a wonderful time and you still have a wonderful time for whatever it is that you are doing today. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!